Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and this is my channel made by Karen Marie. It is Thursday today and I have the day off, which is such a luxury, and it's well needed too because I have a very long to-do list today. But I thought before I get started on that, I am going to pop on here and have a little chat with you. And then later today, I will be doing some sewing, and then I can give you an update on how my coat project is coming along. But yeah, I need to shovel my way in there before I can get there because it has been snowing again. So I just need to clear the path a little bit before I can get in there. So yeah, but I thought I have a few other things that I want to talk to you about too. So I'm going to start with those. But before I say anything more, I apologize for the background noise today because even though it's only -8 outside, it was quite chilly inside this morning. So I had to light the wood burning fire and it is crackling in the background, but I'm hoping it's not too distracting and that it just adds to the cozy winter vibe kind of thing. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. This morning I've had a quite lazy morning today and made myself a cup of coffee, and I've been watching some YouTube channels that I follow and everything. And one of the videos that I watched was the latest Stitched Up Weekly vlog from Rachel over in the UK. And actually, she's one of my favorite sewing YouTubers. I'm guessing like all of you follow her already, but yeah, what I really like is that, she's a very prolific sewer. She can sew quite quickly and she makes a lot of things, but she's very honest about, fails and fit adjustments and all of that. And I really do like that. But one of the things that she was talking of in that video was that it is problematic for her to find a good pattern for elasticated waist trousers because she is pear-shaped and she has a very big difference between her waist and her hip measurements. So if she's to be able to pull things over her hip, it kind of tends to be a lot of fabric around the waist. And I have the same issue. So even though she has a much greater difference between her waist and hips than I have, it is the same issue. It is also the fact that I have a longer torso proportionately, for my height. So my waist is quite high up. So I need kind of a longer crotch to be able to fit things around my waist. And that's not normally an issue with when I sew jeans or other kinds of trousers, but it is not easy to find a pair of elasticated weight trousers that, look okay and that feels okay. But I really do want a pair of elasticated weight trousers because I just think that they're comfortable if you get the fit right, and they're easy to throw on, and I could wear them as lounge trousers when I'm at home in the winter or outside in the summer and stuff like that. And I don't really tend to wear joggers or lounge wear at all now because I can't find a pattern that I really like that's comfortable. So I just tend to wear really stretchy jeans inside instead when I'm relaxing. But yeah, I would like to kind of try another way into elasticated waist trousers again. I have tried a few patterns in the past. I've tried the Untitled Thoughts Chandler trousers or pants, I guess they're called, a few years ago. I love the look of those on other people, but yeah, they do not work for me. Not without massive, hacks or changes to the pattern anyway. And I have tried the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro set trousers. I've only made those once in a sort of linen cotton blend, I think it was. And I wear those as summer pajama bottoms because they're cropped, the pair that I made. But and they're comfortable enough to wear as pajamas, but I would never wear those outside. They don't look great on me, and I don't feel like comfortable wearing them. And that's what I mean, because if I don't feel comfortable in them, it doesn't really matter that whether or not other people would find them attractive. That's not what it's about. It's about me feeling comfortable in them. And because I have quite a large hip to waist ratio, it is problematic to get something to go over my hips and not be all like bunched up in the waist. I could obviously do like a knit pattern for that. Like joggers or something, but I really would like to try something for a woven fabric. And Rachel talked about having tried the Pomona pants by Anna Allen, is it? And that didn't really work for her. But then she said she had tried a pattern from Sid Graham, I think, which is a pattern designer I had never heard of. She's based in Portland, in Oregon, I think, which is quite funny because I have a lot of friends there. Rachel looked amazing in those trousers, so I bought that pattern today. Anyway, so that is something that I really want to make in the near future. So today is the 22nd of January. And that means that it is exactly 1 month until I get on a plane with my 2 girls and one of my best friends and her 2 children, and we are going to the Canary Islands for a whole glorious week of sunshine, hopefully. And I have to admit that sewing summer clothes is not my favorite, which might seem really bizarre because that's people's usually favorite to sew summer clothes. Yeah, I actually prefer sewing like autumny winter clothes, to be honest, but I would really like to make up some nice things for my holidays. So I have some Indian block prints that I got from Rainbow Fabrics in one of their drops in the autumn of 2024. I have made up one of those fabrics, and that was actually one of my favorite makes from 2024. That was the Nephiline blouse by Vivian Xiao Chen. And I really want to make another one for my holiday in one of the other fabrics. But I would also like to make maybe a dress of some sort, something like that, something easy to just throw on. So yeah, I think I'm going to use some of my block prints for that. I am also keen to make the Wardrobe by Me Tropicana shirt that I got as a paper pattern in November, I think it was. So yeah, I really want to make some things for my holiday. So my first order of business is, of course, as I said, the coat. But after that, I'm going to start sewing some summery clothes for my holiday. So yeah, that's something that's on my plans. So today I'm wearing a ready-to-wear top that I have had for years and years. I don't pull it out as often as I should, but I really like it, and every time I wear it, I get compliments on it. But I really do like the shape of this blouse, and I'm going to stand up to let you see what it looks like. So it is very loose around the waist and hips, so it's very flowy, It has a center front seam, so it's kind of like the Wilder gown or blouse by Thurday Pattern Company. It has a raglan sleeve, and this is a woven fabric, but it has elastic cuffs, which I really would like to explore. And then there's sort of a grandad collar with a lot of like ruching around here to create the shape of the garment. And I really like this top, and I would like to recreate something similar. And I've been having a look at some patterns, and in the beginning I thought I might just adapt the Wilder gown a little bit. I have made the shirt of that a couple of times, and I've made the dress, but I find it a little bit annoying with the kind of band that holds it in, you know. So in the dress that I made, I just swapped out that for elastic in. So I just gathered it up and sewed elastic in, so it is permanently like open. I like that a lot better. I would really like to try another pattern too. And I have been looking at the So Liberated Marsha top. And that is really similar to this top actually. So I think I'm actually going to buy that pattern too. But I'm probably going to wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow Thurday Pattern Company is releasing a new pattern. They teased that on Instagram a couple of days ago, and it looks really, really good. It looks like it's going to be a combination of a sort of blazer and a cardigan, which is brilliant. So if I like the look of that, which I probably am, I'm going to buy that tomorrow too, and then just ship everything off to be AO printed. So yeah, I have plans, but I also have a few things that I need to get off my to-do list. And one of the things that I'm really dreading is getting a new swimsuit. I have never made a swimsuit, and I think part of the reason why I haven't done that is because I just feel like, do I really want to invest that much time in making a garment that I only use very few times every year? I do not like wearing swimwear at all. I dread that, but I also love to swim. So yeah, obviously I need swimwear, but I don't think that I have it in me to invest that kind of time in making that garment. But have you made your own swimwear? If so, what pattern? How did it go? I'm really interested in learning more about that. But for now, I am going to go down to the shopping center and have a proper look at what they offer in ready to wear. And I am prepared to spend a little bit of money on that, because I buy new swimsuit every 10 years or so. Probably shouldn't admit that. But I'm going to have a proper look at some and see if I can find something that I actually like, that I won't dread wearing, because I need a new swimsuit for my holiday in a month. And it being Thursday and the middle of the day, I'm hoping that there won't be too many people down there. But I absolutely dread this, because I never try on clothes. The few times a year that I actually buy clothes, which is, you know, almost never now that I sew, I don't try things on, because I cannot be bothered. But I just hate is the right word here. These little changing rooms with the fluorescent lighting and everything. It's just awful. But I can't buy a swimsuit without trying it on in the shop. So, you know, fingers crossed I can find something on my first try that I will like. And, you know, wish me luck. Okay, I'll check in with you later. It's a good thing I'm making a coat, because yeah, it is snowing quite badly actually. So let's head in to the sewing room and have a look at my coat. Okay, so I am at the moment working on the lining, and yeah, I'm using this viscose from Selfmade. It is a very lightweight viscose, but I just don't tend to like the kind of acetate and other kind of proper linings, so I usually find that I can get away with a lightweight viscose. So I'm hoping that will work this time too. But yeah, I'm working on the lining now. This is the beast. Of course, it looks absolutely like a dog's dinner inside because, you know, I haven't closed off the seams or anything yet. But I've put some shoulder pads in right now. And yeah, I mean, I can try it on so you can see what it looks like at the moment. Yeah, this is not going to show very well, but that was difficult. So if I just pull you down a little bit, you can probably see a little bit better. Okay. So this is what it looks like at the moment. I had to take it in quite a bit on the shoulder because I have narrow and sloping shoulders, so I had to take that in just a little bit. I should have made, you know, a narrow shoulder adjustment, but it's difficult when you haven't sewn a pattern before. And yeah, I mean, the facings are in and everything. I have made the welt pockets, but yeah, I mean, they're okay and they're functioning, but they're not very pretty. So yeah, I need to practice that more, but it was slightly more difficult this time because the pocket actually goes across the sort of princess seam in the front. So yeah, so this is where we are now at the moment. It is a very long coat, but I mean, obviously I will hem it and everything and then it will look different. But yeah, so I am now going to work on the lining and then hopefully find a way to attach the lining to the coat. So I have a couple of hours now to work on this before I have to make dinner. So I hope to be making some progress on getting the lining together and then hopefully start assembling the lining to the shell fabric. Okay, I have spent a very happy 2.5 hours in my sewing room now, but it's time to head inside and make some dinner. So I will be leaving off for today, but I'm very happy with the progress that I've been able to do to make today. So what I've been doing is that I put the lining together, and that took some brain work because there are not enough reference points on this pattern. There are hardly any notches at all. So yeah, I had to like do that several times to be able to fit them together well. And yeah, that was not as easy or quick as I had hoped, but I got there in the end. So I got the lining together and then I have now just placed the lining inside the coat. So I've sewn it together all around the facing and the back and then down the other side. But I still have to hem the sleeves, hem the coat, and then yeah, hand stitch in the vent because there's no way I'll be able to do that by the instructions in this pattern. So yeah, but I think it's looking quite well so far. I mean, if I step back a little bit and put you on a little lower setting, then I might be able to show you a little better. So here it is. As you could see, I didn't do this very well because it's not sitting like all this flush along the side here. Whoops, a bit of fluff. But I might just put in a little button or something just to keep the pockets into the hip there. It's also quite like roomy, so I might just go ahead and actually make this double-breasted, even though it's not supposed to be, because yeah, it came out quite large. But I do think that it looks pretty well from the back too. And I do like the way that this looks with the shoulder pads and everything in it. So yeah, I think it's going to be warm, and I think it's going to be a nice coat, even though I've made tons of mistakes. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? But anyway, I am going to head inside now and make some dinner, and then hopefully sometime during the weekend I'll be able to finish this coat. Thank you so much for all your kind encouragement along the way. It really helps me out to know that I have some lovely, very competent, skilled sewists following me, because I know that if I need some help or tips, I can always ask you. But I think I am actually going to make this happen. It might not be the cleanest finishes or the, you know, straightest hems or whatever, but I think I actually will be able to finish this and have a new wearable coat. So that's it for me today. I hope that you had fun catching up with me and looking at the progress of the coat. Yeah, if you have any questions or suggestions, comments of any kind, you know, please do leave them below. And it would be greatly appreciated if you could like this video so that maybe some more people get to hang out here. Okay, see you later. Bye.